Hi! And today we're doing a regular novel. It's not a children's book. The Betrayal of Natalie Hargrove by Lauren Kate. First off, the cover is beautiful. But whoever designs Lauren Kate's covers always make pretty covers. And yes, I got my hair cut. It's about deception, shame, and scandal. And it's got hints of Macbeth, and that's what it says on the back. This was her first novel ever. And honestly, as long as teenagers go into it looking at what not to do in your high school career, then I think that it's okay. Because it really it more reminds me of The Cask of Amontillado. Where the drunk guy is like, we're the Cask of Amontillado, da da da, and he ends up getting killed in the end. That's kind of what this reminds me of. But at the same time, this has a theme of lost love and loss of innocence that just really, I think that love lost and a loss of innocence is such popular themes in teen novels because every teen goes through that. I mean, most of the time when you lose your innocence, you're a teenager, or you're in your early 20s. You see what I'm saying? It's just the characters in this are very exaggerated high school characters. In my high school, I honestly didn't know very many people like this. Do I think that this possibly could have happened in my high school? Yes. However, the characters are quite exaggerated because nobody is I don't want to say that the characters were flat and one-dimensional because they weren't, especially the main characters, but at the same time, we are not all defined by one thing, and I don't really think that we fit into necessarily one group. I did kind of like how she had the Bambis, but in this book, I think that all her characters were written as their physical attributes or whatever. They were all written the same way, whereas in her later novels, we get a lot more diversified. But maybe it was just because she was doing a southern South Carolina town. I don't know. It was kind of an annoying book to read because honestly, the beginning is really, really slow. Once you get into the middle and you hit the first big climax, you'll see what I mean. It really takes off. But until the very middle of the book, it's very slow. It took me a day to get to the middle. And then, I rushed through the last half of it in a couple of hours. Because I really had to take my time and read the beginning of it so that I knew what was going on. Because it's just not one of those books that, grabs you hook, line, and sinker. You really have to be dedicated into reading it. And for that purpose, it's a 3 out of 5 star book. I liked it. I didn't love it. I'm not going to stand in line and wait for it. You see what I'm saying? It's not a 5-star book where I'm drooling and I can't eat until it's finished, or I can't, I just shut down so that I can read the book. It's not a 5-star book. It's not even a 4-star book, where I'm okay, you have to wait until I'm done reading to get me to cook dinner. Okay, it's not going to happen. This was a 3-star book. This was okay, I'm reading a couple pages. Oh, look, the trash needs took out. I'm putting it down. This is one of those books where you can read a few pages and you get bored and you're okay, what else is there to do? Can I get on the internet and play around? It's just a 3-star book. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I don't think I'll ever read it again. Is it going to stay on my library shelf? Yeah, because I think that it's a good book for people to read, to show them what not to do and how one little choice can lead to, which honestly, might I just say that I think that the main character was superficial and selfish and quite a bit stupid. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but I mean, what happens in the middle of the book, the big climax? Who wouldn't have read the label? That's all I'm going to say. Who wouldn't have read the label? Because to me, that's just common sense. Who wouldn't read the label? Of course, maybe I just come from that kind of town, like, where you would read the label first. I don't know. It was a little scary to me. I don't know. I think I was scared of the stupidity of the main character. But it's a 3 out of 5 star book. So, if you liked it better than I did, tell me what you think. That's just my personal taste. It just didn't fit in with it. I'm not gonna lie. It just wasn't that fantastic. But, like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you have negative comments, like, comment, and subscribe. Because I always like to have a good argument every once in a while. It's fun. It's fun. So, anyway, leave a comment, and I will see you soon with another book review.